Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sweetest Dolls, and as you can tell, today we are opening a really exciting doll. All the dolls I open on this channel are exciting because I love them, but this one I feel like is a little extra special because I feel like not that many people are gonna, one, get this doll, and two, do videos on them. So I think this is gonna be a fun one. I'm going to be opening the Disney limited edition Asha doll from the movie Wish. This doll, I think, literally was announced like maybe a week ago, maybe a little longer ago, and we were shocked because it's either has been or it's almost been a year since the movie came out, and there was no rumblings about a limited edition doll coming out because of the movie not doing very well, or at least not getting great reception. I don't actually remember how it did at box office or anything, but I don't think it was that great. But I'm just shocked we got an Asha Ellie, nonetheless one that actually looks as good. But the two very interesting things about this doll in particular is the price and the edition size. So we'll do the price first. She was $99.99, which is crazy because I don't think any Disney LE dolls have been that price since the Frozen ones originally came out back in 2013, 2014, whenever the movie came out. And that's just like crazy low, and I don't think she's like pinnacle of like Disney LE quality by any means, but I think like a Disney LE at that price regardless is kind of a steal, because not even any of the, that's actually a lie, I got one of mine on sale for like $70, but this is pretty crazy, especially since it's like not on discount or anything. Straight out the gate, just $99.99. So yeah, and the edition size, which is down here, is only one of 2100, which I think is possibly the lowest limited edition size ever for like a general release LE. Like I know the D23 dolls usually have, like exclusive dolls usually have edition sizes of like 1,000 or something like that. So this is kind of crazy. I don't know what the lowest general LE edition size was before Asha, because I don't know that stuff, and I also really don't give a shit, to be honest. But it's just very interesting. Like, this doll is very interesting, and a lot of people, I feel like, are not going to get her or really talk about her. So I feel like specifically Asha is going to be really hard to get in the future. I don't think she's going to be exceptionally expensive. I'm pretty sure she's still on the Shop Disney site, so if you want her, I would recommend go getting her, because I don't know when she's going to sell out. So I would just say go get her if you're even interested in her, because she's cheap, quote unquote, for a Disney LE. Again, she's like, I think $60 less, $50-$60 less than the normal LE, so take with that what you will. But yeah, so as you can tell by the box, we have a bunch of just little fun decorations that we see on a lot of the buildings in Rosas. I don't even know how many people would have seen this movie, so I don't really know what to like say about it. I've seen it twice now. I saw it in theaters when it was coming out, and then I watched it the other day anticipating this doll, and I personally really like it. I don't think it's like the pinnacle of Disney movies at all, nonetheless, like recent Disney movies, but I think it's very good. I think the music in it is actually pretty good for the most part, except for Magnifico's song. Is that what his name is? I don't remember. Whatever the villain song is, sucks. That is one of the worst Disney songs of all time. But At All Costs is one of the best Disney songs of all time. And I like the titular, just like Wish song. I don't know if it's just called Wish or whatever, but the one that was playing in all the promo, I like that one a lot too. But At All Costs is peak. That is like one of my favorite Disney songs of all time, which is crazy to say. But anyways, here's the back of the box. It says from the movie Disney Wish, and here it says, shine like a star and celebrate Wish with this limited edition Asha doll. The animated film follows Asha and her good-hearted goat Valentino on their quest to Rosas, the extraordinary kingdom of wishes. They live in Rosas, so I don't really know why they worded it like that, but whatever. What lies ahead is an adventure that will change our heroes, and remind us to take a leap of faith. Disney artists are proud to present this doll that will for sure be a favorite for fans and collectors. We'll see. But yeah, the only other interesting thing on the back of the box is Asha's signature down there. So yeah, that's it for the box. I don't really care. I unbox all of my LEs, so if that hurts you, cope a little bit, I guess. But I'm gonna go off camera, unbox her, and then we'll be right back. Asha is out of the box, and I've got to say, I'm like very, very, very impressed and excited and happy with this doll already. I knew I was gonna be because I just love the design of this character anyway. Like, regardless of how I feel about the movie, I just think design wise, this character is beautiful, and I'm I just have like a lot of good things to say about this doll, but we'll get there. First, my edition number. This is what the COA looks like. It's very pretty actually. I got 580 out of 2100, so a pretty low number, not my lowest. I think my lowest is like 60 something with Kita, and there was like 9600 of her made or something like that, so that's fun. And then the stuff she comes with is actually more than it's packaged on her, which I'll get to that in a second, but she comes with a star, which is cute. It has a slightly like pearlescent like swirl. He's painted very well. He's very cute. And scale wise, I would say that's pretty accurate to what it would be in the movie. So pretty cute. And then I'm not gonna unrubber band it, but she comes with her magic wand that Star gives her multiple times in the movie, but specifically, I guess, in the end of the movie. It's very cute. It's a very basic sculpt, but she isn't a Disney princess. She's a fairy godmother, so I love that. And then the other thing is probably the most shocking. So this doll has pockets, and hidden inside of one of the pockets, I'm just gonna lower my tripod a little bit. Hidden inside her pocket is her book, which is crazy. I was not expecting that. I think I saw somebody on Instagram post about this, and my doll was out for delivery, so I couldn't really say like do anything. But it doesn't have anything like in it. But the fact that like it's a book that like opens and works is kind of crazy, and it was just like hidden. It wasn't shown in any of the promo images either. It was literally just like hidden inside of her pocket. Kind of fun. And also she does have pocket. She doesn't the way I said that was weird. She does have a pocket. There's only one pocket, but it's fully lined. It's very nice. So I'll probably end up like pushing it back in the pocket when this review's over, but just for review's sake, I'm just gonna keep it out like that. And let's bring this back up so we can look at Asha's beautiful face. Actually, wait, I did want to see. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's so upsetting. Oh, wait, no, there we go. It was hair. Okay. Whew, scared me. She had like a black mark on her, under her eye in the box, and I thought it was, gonna be like stuck like that the entire time. So anyways, here is Asha's face. Beautiful. I think this is honestly one of my favorite Disney LE faces they've ever done. And I know a lot of people don't like the Disney Store Asha doll because she looks kind of cross-eyed, I guess. But I don't know. I think it looks very cute. The brows on this doll are so detailed. The makeup is beautiful. It's like this light lavender with like a very neutral brown, and then the lips are beautiful and two-toned with a little teeth peeking out. The blush is very natural and pretty. The freckles are really, really good as well. And she does have like baby hairs, which I think is a first for Disney Store dolls. I don't know, actually. I like actually couldn't tell you. Or maybe, no, the Halle Ariel I think does have baby hairs as well. But very cute. And as for the hair, it is the same that I think all the Ashas have gotten. I don't have the Disney Store one, like the basic Disney Store one or the singing one. So I can't tell you if it's like the exact same fiber, but it feels like the Mattel one, which I do have. And it's very soft, very beautiful. I can't tell if my white balance is just like messing up or whatever, but it's beautiful, straight braids. There is no product in them. Thank the Lord, because Disney Store hair product is the absolute worst. It's packaged. I mean, we saw it, but it was like some of this is pulled and then some of this is like brought to the front. And I just think that is so pretty. Like the stall, like I've just wanted to pose her and play with her hair. And I never really feel that way with Disney LEs because they usually use polypropylene or just really gelled hair that I don't really want to wash. My Ellie Jasmine is staring at me right now saying that because I still haven't washed her hair and I've had her for almost a year at this point. But I'm very impressed by that. This is what it just looks like going all the way around. And then on the side, I'm not really the biggest fan of the way they did this. But this is where she's supposed to have like those pulled back braids, like braids in braids. I don't really know what you would call it, but it's just like a few right there and you could see the scalp and then it's held in with like T-ties. And I guess, I don't know. I think that they could have easily done the hairstyle on her. It might have looked a little bulky, but I do think I would have liked it to look a little bulky instead of this. Because, like, I think head on it looks great, but, like, when you look at it from over here, it looks, like, not great. Because it looks bald. But I can't complain because the hair feels great. It's no product in it. It's, like, perfect right out of the box. And I just think it looks beautiful. So, yeah. And then next is her necklace. Oh, her earrings. They just have those, like, floral rosette symbols. My god, Asha's wand is getting in the way. But they are plastic. I don't really mind this because I guess it just gives me less of a chance of getting greenier. Less of a chance of her ear getting like rusted. They're cute. I don't know if they come out. It doesn't seem like they do. They seem pretty cemented in place. So I'm not gonna play with them, and I don't really obviously plan on doing anything with this doll like that. So yeah, next is her necklace, which is actual beads. It's not plastic. I saw some of the pictures people were posting online, and this looked plastic, and I was very scared. But nope, beautiful braids, beautiful, beautiful braids. I love it. And then next is the dress, which is very nice. I will say, I know a lot of people. I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant right now. So as you can tell, this outfit is very accurate to the movie. There isn't really any extra details like Disney Ellies usually do. And I both like and don't like that. I think for the purposes of Asha probably never getting another Ellie doll or designer doll or anything, like this is probably going to be her only like really high quality limited edition doll. I'm happy they kept it very plain because it's very accurate to the movie. And I usually like more creative liberties, but I think since this is probably going to be the only like really nice quality Asha doll we ever get, I'm happy they keep it like this. But I've been seeing a lot of Disney collectors be like, they should have just added embroidery down on the bottom right here, which I do agree with as well in some cases. But it's very funny and hypocritical because when Disney Store goes out of their way to do really intricate, different designs or new interpretations of like the same dresses, they get all up in arms and they get so mad. And they act like it's a tragedy, and they're like, this is what, I want, like, the beautiful Belle dress for the 1500th time. Like, that's what it sounds like when they're complaining about stuff like that. So, it really was just gonna be a lose-lose situation. Because on top of people not really liking this character, not really liking the movie, not really wanting a doll of her in this way, or to spend, like, $150 on a doll this way, they did really nice embroidery up here. They gave her 2 layers, which we'll show in a second. Multiple layers, technically, I guess, but 2 separate layers, which I will show in a second. Beautiful face sculpt, beautiful hair, beautiful face for $100, which is $50 less than the last time I bought a Disney Ellie at full price. So, I say that's a win! And everything is still really high quality. It's not like they, like, actively, like, took away anything. Like the materials feel very nice. The printing on like the dress, like the foil printing that we'll see, it's very nice. But yeah, that was my little rant. Disney collectors will never be satisfied, and I don't really understand why they're complaining about a doll that they're never even gonna buy anyway. So anyways, the embroidery on the top of this dress is very pretty. I really like how it looks. It's very simple, it's very clean. And then I'm just gonna, I will say her articulation is like very stiff, which I guess is a good thing because it means the poses will hold very well, but it makes me scared. There's also a crease from the packaging, which I hope will come out over time, but this is what the just patterning on here looks like. It's very simple, it's very pretty. I'm a big fan of it. It's on both sides like that. We saw her pocket already. And then her belt, which I also saw people complaining about, was plastic. I get it, but I also don't know how they would have done this belt if it wasn't plastic, because it is a very like it's like a very intricate design, and I think it looks good. It sits on her well, and I like that they added like actual like ribbon tassels, and they were trying. What I'm gathering is that Disney waited the year since the movie came out because they had a feeling that this movie wasn't going to be received very well, or whatever it may be, or they saw the reaction at the box office and was like, okay, let's hold this idea of an LE doll and let's see how the movie does. And I think they wanted to put out a doll for anyway, which is strange because they didn't do one for Raya and she's in the official Disney Princess lineup. But anyway, I think they wanted to do doll of her, but they wanted to wait and see what the reaction to the movie was and if they were going to do something more deluxe or not. So that's why I think this doll had some more like budgety type things done and why her price was ultimately reduced. But it's fine by me. It's a win for me because less money I have to spend on an LE doll. I can't complain. But yeah, and then I don't really know what to describe this material as, but it is also lined in like a very deep, like purpley gray. Interesting. It's ruched up to the side here with a little plastic Rosa's like button thing. It's cute. I have nothing to say about it, but yeah. Goes all the way around, and it is actually like pretty much two separate pieces because I know Disney Works sometimes likes to connect the top and the bottom layer. So it is like I'm gonna take her dress off probably because I want to show the two separate layers in all their glory because I still haven't even looked at them myself, but we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, and then here is the bottom of the skirt, and something I really like is that the printing goes up all the way. It doesn't really have to, but it literally goes up all the way, even to like where the bodice is here. Like the entire dress has that foil. Mine wasn't like folded the best, so it is a little messy, but most of it's covered by the top of like skirt layers, so I can't complain. But this is what it looks like. It's very cute. The flow like printing, I don't really know what you would call this, it goes all the way around. Oh, and her book fell. But yeah, that is Asha's dress. And then here are her shoes. They are just very simple shoes. Very cute. They have the little roses flowers on the back, and then she has her little anklet here, which is plastic. I do kind of wish that was metal, but I think it looks fine. It's also pretty much covered by her dress, so I can't really be too mad about that. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go off camera and at least try and get it so that I can show like the undershirt, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so in like a shocking turn of events, I was not expecting this. I don't know why. Even when I lifted up like the overlayer, I thought that this like was just a shirt, but no, it's like an entire dress underneath like the little top layer, which looks like this. It's kind of more just like a, what'd you call this? I don't even know what you would call this. Like an, I don't know, but you can see it. It's also fully lined, which is very, very nice. I appreciate that a lot. Like the entire outfit is fully lined. Beautiful, except this isn't lined obviously, but I don't think it needs to be. But I really like this underdress too. Like now that I know these are two separate pieces, I do low-key wish this one was also embroidered in some places. Like even if it was just like the flowers here, I wish it was embroidered because like I love how this looks. I love the drop waist that they gave her, and I love like the pleated skirt. And I think this is like such an interesting look for Asha. I love her in like a darker, in this like this darker periwinkle blue. It looks very interesting, and it makes me wait. Does she have articulated waist? I don't think. I don't think she does. We'll investigate that in a second. But I don't know. I think this would have been such like a cool finale dress, especially with her her cape, which is actually something I do wish they included. If they were gonna, should I say this now? I guess I'll say this now. If they were going to keep this doll at 150, which I'm glad they didn't, I wish that she had more embroidery specifically on this part where the little flower decals would be. The rest of it could have been printed fine, but like I would have liked embroidery of the flowers. And I wish she came with her cape or her coat or whatever you want to call it. I wish she came with her cloak because her entire outfit really is kind of based on the fairy godmother from Cinderella, if you guys didn't know that already. Spoilers, she's a fairy godmother. She's not a Disney princess technically. So I do wish she came with that as well, because that would have been so cool, and just like it would have added like such a cool layer. And they could have even added embroidery onto that and kept the embroidery on the actual doll just to this. I would have been fine with that too. But yeah, especially seeing this underdress, I think this with like a good like cloak would go so hard for Asha. And if they do decide to include her in any of the designer lines, Disney designers, you are allowed to take my idea. Mark Jonathan Repaints, if you want to take my idea and pitch it to Mattel for like a Asha collector doll, please do it. But yeah, I'm very impressed by this doll's quality for $100. And I know that's kind of probably sounds bonkers to you guys, because like if you collect, I'm just doing this so we can take a look at her body. If you collect like MGA dolls, like it can be like, what the hell are they talking about? But also interesting that this doll doesn't have any of the waist articulation. I don't really care because I don't really plan on posing her like that, but I do kind of wish she had it. But I also do think this is a new body. So I think this is a new body for Asha. So I don't know, maybe they had to put a lot of the money into like upscaling all the new stuff for her, because they don't have to use the same, they couldn't use the same body sculpt that they do for most of the Disney princesses. So maybe that was something, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna dress her back up in this tunic and her belt, which if you guys weren't aware, it just like comes off like that. I was very confused when I was looking at the doll, because I'm like, I don't see like a clasp in the back, and I was like, I swear to God, if this belt doesn't come off, I was gonna be really pissed, but it does. But yeah, I'm going to put everything back up, situate her a little bit, and then we'll do final thoughts and maybe what I hope to see if they do another Asha. I don't know, we'll see. Asha's all dressed again, and my final thoughts, I'm very impressed with her actually. I thought I was gonna be very like, I like her a lot because I just like this character's design a lot, but like actually having her in person, feeling the fabric, seeing all the accessories, the face sculpt, the body sculpt, the jewelry, the just face paint, the hair, and like this little hidden book was just cool. I'm very impressed. I will say I'm very impressed, and especially for the $100 price point, because I often don't think that Disney Ellies are ever worth that, like $150, nonetheless $100. And while I don't necessarily think I would pay $100 for her normally, I was going on the fact that this is a doll that could possibly sell out very fast, and if they don't, will probably be hard to get down the line. So I would rather get her now for retail than possibly risk getting her for like double, triple, quadruple the price, however much she might inflate or not. I didn't want to risk it, and also if I do end up wanting another one, I could just buy one on sale if they're still available. And if I don't get another one, that's fine, because I have one and I'm very happy with her. I think she's worth it. If you are actually a fan of Wish, or at least a fan of the music and a fan of Asha's design, I think this is a great addition to your Ellie collection. And if you're just one of those people that's like, I want one character, or I want one doll of every single Ellie character, or I mean of every single like Disney character that they make one of, like if you like to collect unique Disney Ellies or Disney dolls, get her. Like she's gonna look so good next to my Meg and my Kita, just because those are like some of my favorite underrepresented Disney girls. Kita, top of the list always, still always hoping for a designer doll of her, or at least a classic doll, literally just anything at this point. But I'm very happy with this doll. My only real nitpick is that I do wish she came with her cloak from the end of the movie. And I don't even know if it's in the end of the movie, but like during the chase scene with Magnifico, I wish she came with that cloak, because it is just very like fairy godmother-esque, and I think it would have been a really nice addition to this doll. I understand why she didn't come with one for pricing, but in my heart of hearts, I wish. Especially since we're a year out of the movie being released, like, they didn't have to worry about spoilers, and that's why they gave her the magic wand. And yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but the only other negative I have, I guess, would be the, like, braids pulled to the back. I do wish they did the actual, like, close to the head braids and didn't just attach it with T-ties and do very thin rooting there. That's the only real complaint I have. But again, this is meant to be, like, her only doll that she's ever gonna get, so I would have rather them do this than, I guess, sculpted, because, I don't know, I think it looks good still, obviously, like, I'd rather there be hair there than not, but I think it looks good. I'm content with it. I think it's fine. But, anyways, that's it. Would I recommend you get her? Yes. Again, I said this already. I realize I said this already, but if you are a fan of this movie, of this character, of the music in the movie, of even just this design, and you're willing to spend the $100, because that is also cheaper than the designer dolls that are out right now, and this is a 17-inch doll, which I know people generally prefer. I personally don't. I would have been so much happier if this was a designer doll. I don't really know who she would have came with, because they usually come in packs of 2 if it's like them in, like, their basic outfits and not in, like, Midnight Masquerade or something. But anyways, I would say get her, and if you don't get her, there's probably a very high chance she's not going to inflate very much on the doll market secondhand within the next year or 2. But I will say, I do think she's going to become very, very scarce in a couple of years, so get her while you can see her online. I'll just say that. But yeah, that is it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what Disney character you want to see get an Ellie or a designer doll of. I'm always going to be hoping for Kida. I also, back here, I want more of Princess Amidala or Padme. I would actually murder for more. I would love an Anakin and Padme 2-pack. Disney, please. Disney and Star Wars, please. Lucasfilms, please. But yeah, that is all. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.